The new season of My Hero Academia blew our minds because so many things just happened all at once. I mean, first we had the US coming in with super advanced fighter jets, Shigaraki being stronger than before, but most importantly, we were introduced to a new overpowered hero, Star in Stripe. What's even more surprising is that a lot of people still don't know how her quirk works, and I'm here to explain it. You see, Kathleen Bate, or Star in Stripe, is the American hero and is also known as the world's strongest woman. And we all thought she was going to be the one that was finally going to stop Shigaraki, but we all know how that turned out. And I'm also going to be analyzing that battle in our next video, so make sure you check it out. Her quirk is known as New Order, and before when I said it's overpowered, I mean it. You see, New Order's main thing is that it allows its user to set a new rule to a target by calling out its name and touching it. And the craziest thing here is that it applies to both living and non-living things. These rules could also range from simple descriptions like Kathleen saying that water is hot, all the way to very complex conditions. So there has to be a weakness to this, right? Well, there is. As mentioned before, she needs to touch the target and say its name for the quirk to activate, and this is why it didn't work for Shigaraki. In the series, Kathleen successfully touched and said Shigaraki's name, but the quirk didn't activate. Why? This is because living beings have their own sense of self, and if Kathleen's understanding of living things' identity does not align with their own sense of self, then the quirk is practically useless. It didn't work on Shigaraki because Shigaraki didn't even know who he was in the first place. He didn't know if he was Tomura, Shigaraki, All for One, or Tenko, so New Order wasn't enforced. This is why inanimate objects are easier to use New Order on, because they don't have their own sense of self. Examples of this are when Kathleen manipulated the jet's lasers and the air. Another thing you have to know is that New Order is not godly by all means. It has limitations, just like how Kathleen can't make herself invincible. This is the same reason why when she added a rule that decay cannot work on her, it only delayed decay instead of stopping it. She could also only enforce 2 rules at any given time, which also requires her to strategize on which ones are most effective given the situation. She can't make a touched object affect an untouched object with New Order's rule. For example, if she touches the ground and says that anyone who touches the ground will explode, it won't work. But the most interesting thing here is that she can also set a rule on New Order itself. This is why when Shigaraki obtained New Order, it revolted and destroyed the other quirks inside him. Right now, New Order self-destructed inside Shigaraki, so it's safe to say that it's lost forever. With that question in mind, do you think Star and Stripe should have won against her fight with Shigaraki? Well, check the next video to find out. If you like this one, make sure to like, subscribe, and click the notification bell so you won't miss an upload.